It's for me, no, the new patriotic party is crying foul on the assault of journalists. Now, just a few days ago, a year joint news journalist, Omo Eko Bibia, na Magdan, the warehouse one near demolition. So they were asking a person now or a witness on the account as to what really happened. But then surprisingly, as we saw, he said soldier for storming the grounds and Nipano Omubona. Basically, that was an assault. Now the journalists are now on Pinax, and he wasn't spared either. But any major assault on him on camera. And known that Dennis Abuajo happens to be an MPP spokesperson, also a PR, and also a spokesperson for the campaign team of Dr. Bawumia. This is happening because the NDC, they have something in them which is basically like the Rawlings era. They hate journalists. You recall, say, in the 90s, they had Kumi Prekon. Yes, because Rawlings couldn't take the views of Kwekuba, Kwesi Pratt, and co, which Akufo-Addo, then our former president Akufo-Addo was even part of that particular Kumi Prekon, but he spearheaded. Now, I can say, Dennis is saying, in some way, of course, we will be seeing more because NDC, they hate that you say anything bad against them. Or a media person. Now, we've seen a whole lot of things happen. Chris, there's a video called share. But then 4 years ago, I saw a lot of things. I say you got close radio station down. Captain Smart, Captain Smart, Captain Smart, News. Now, these same people are crying foul in this particular same matter. Before I go to TNSM, what is really going on, and this whole sentiment by MPP, what is happening?
Yes, so people are of the views that the current government, they have this kind of Udika kind, they are running that kind of government. They don't give room for
critiques,
and especially opinions from mostly journalists and then people who tend to speak their minds and all that. Said you see Blakuma North and Dennis Miracles Abuaje Kasafa with the fact that he's calling the GJ president, say he should also come out and talk about it.
And not just that. Recently, Magdan, so they join news for the and also now. I don't know if you have anything else, but the Inko in summer Dennis Edituja ba ebetuas.
Otumidi akukudro ejina ekuo na nemu a mendi no agro president Jumfo ondi na febo bi osobi ehonwa se omaya yewom aban ba ko bosumi nson wonko mabo journalist makoma ko 12 obi 12 to the extent so say first stage so mo 7 na say almost akamia kwa it say bosumi bia no yebu mienu na minia Felix kwa chofo so de edwuma na de ma no me emmobo obi he I can tell you say Felix say when take care no ankasa crowd manage situation na ye bedu by December no not otro bibia no ka bibia nobody will listen to him because them you see the NDC think that everything can be handled with PR. NDC for general in fact a count of Felix Scotland presidency was a bayon mampenino a buyer makegwa so no can they think that they can manage this country with PR. It's without substance but PR na bibia na yep settings na yep packaging na yep public relations around it. Felix thinks that when he's fast to come out to come and explain the issues, then it washes it away. And you know what you mean, and anke ye kunye ewa Blakuma North. And you know what you mean, in a police in the called ball journalists in the aso wa Blakuma North are not on ye na hwea abante nim hu ye. Felix release a statement. And yes, truthfully now we release a statement. Ebane saying in a soja na obo friend saying abrantie witness eyewitness in area we no ebane say na when suro hu say me ya say na beba it because nothing happened after the statement. You see, when you continue to run the government with PR, nobody is afraid because you say you are all rhetoric, no action, little action, all talk. This is a kind of no action, talk only. And that is why the military man has done this. So be another one will do it again. Because what would you do? It's only the government communications that will release a statement and that's it. And I agree with John Fo. You don't release a statement, they say they should investigate. Investigate something that is on TV. Were they not deployed legally to go and do what they did? So whoever deployed them will know who and who they sent. Are they not on video? All of us here were a video. So Obi second independence in the as a jungle party woman no. Happy Independence Day to everybody in Ghana. Jungle party not the tema koma the sheme the mame me yemu yame yakra ne say o ka on say MPP MPP Ghana ni na ya born of MPP mo be MPP wa ba mu ye de tumi ama say hwe o man so na boy ho ba wo boy ye ka o say MPP bu mienu nti ye bu bien say he say e yanka moma MPP example no so ba ko ewia we buru amoburu journalist ye MPP ho be journalist am che ne sheka mu ko Bulgate FMPP ho ben a enu nti wo ka che radio say ye ma examples no ye ma MPP ba ko MPP ay mo den MPP na bo eye witness no abranti ejira ho dam ne ba bi na journalist bi say wo jira ha bi de na ekoso de na wa hu na so jeni and obi look at the way no de ema no e friend say belt no ebo no sebe as a cattle. What is this? What country are you running? This is a citizen. What the NDC need to realize is that every single citizen of this country, no hear some more. Ah, you need 2 million mamo.
Soldier in NDC.
Obi, you need 2 million day and mamo. Now to me small soldier for Kokromba Buy and say there. 1980s in Hubio. 79 80s in Mono. Rollins are Bresso NDC there. NDC na no aseno. Totobiko achemone Kojo Chikatama Bresso and they belt able citizens on the street. This is crude. This is pathetic. Time. Say, utumi small soldier for Kokrom say, Monty Moa, me a man for a moya, Obuya in we are, if for nobody so. Yaka was say Kamoma and the MPP example about MPP say Yakase, MPP ba soldier near, wabo ordinary citizen, intimidated journalist, if I'm home. The NDC need to understand, say, we are not benchmarking them against anybody. We are benchmarking them against themselves. Yeah, benchmarking NDC against MPP. Yeah, benchmarking more against Momo. There's something going on quietly in this country.
Also, they announce.
Airtime will be necessary.
Because I will share a statement of Felix issue here. Second paragraph, no, or say, I am directed by President John Mahama to unequivocally reaffirm.
Forget it.
His unwavering
you reaffirmed it last week
to the freedom and safety of
Obi, you reaffirmed it 2 weeks ago at Ablekuma. You reaffirmed it 2 weeks ago. How many times are you going to reaffirm? And that's why I told you earlier on, say, if Felix doesn't take care, by December, nobody will even read the statement. Obi, you reaffirmed this 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. People have not even recovered yet. Joy News, I am intern here on me check you on hey, no go so recover. Trauma no Ukrainian free no 2 or 3 weeks ago now reaffirming it. You are reaffirming it again 2 weeks later. Are you going to reaffirm tomorrow? It's because you are not taking action. You're only releasing statement and telling us about what you think and feel. You are doing nothing about it. You should stop telling us about reaffirmation. Didn't he reaffirm about 2 or 3 weeks ago in Ablekuma? Na me no nia one kind wa ha. We if you cross at some point crowd friend will phone so. Why is he reaffirming again? It is because Oma ye hwe on be dada ye omo soma so mo kobuye omobuye wi no mo ase aba abeka ye pamocho mo yo se be investigate. What are you talking about? Mo amu so many partners on bebuye on bebuye wi a na mo amase aba release statement. Who is the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces?
Obase is not in charge of day to day.
Please, who is the commander in chief of? Do you know how the
president, of course?
Yes. So what are you talking about? Do you know how the army and the military operate? Who is a Ghana army? Who say they deploy them? So I just say, who IGP here do mama? It is a police in a boat. A friend is a citizen. Now say who release statement say I affirm my unwavering commitment to day and day. That's a when taking decisive action. No one the entire nation in the entire nation in who decisive action that we're taking now. So Jenibia on also share a chiasi baby now when who they are here no on slow because on Kaise obi ye bi no uye ni bibi obi. This is simple logic. The government should spare us the rhetorics. Obi here, this government is abusing the so-called can I say goodwill period. And by the time of mine, no. Me, my recommendation is that it's time to put a break on this government and bring us one time. They should wake up and work. Obi, there is a lot going on in this country. Now we are not the PR wash it. We are not the PR wash it. Obi, This government is putting a lot of burden on this country and the people of this country. About we mobile 7 months when more terminating appointment over 35,000. You have created more jobless people than jobs created. More creating unemployment. I say employment and we creating 35,000 people. No more. Obi, more increasing electricity by 16%. Until now, we talk electricity 1,000 cities, and now we talk 1,160 cities. At the pressure at two businesses, so at the pressure at two individuals, so people are struggling to survive. Obi one the boss you make equity 500 Ghana cedis. Now or they move 50 cedis and the top your friend is saying prepaid, and then more increasing it by 16% within 7. That is not the promise you made to the people. Obi in the midst of increase in the crampono for the first time in 8 years, everybody is now beginning to accept that as a doom so normal. Why? Because NDC Naba. Everybody is tired. People are tired complaining about Doomso. Go to the thermal industrial area. Factories are operating at half capacity. Omo operating full time, so top diesel any full gum. 2 or 3 days ago, maybe do more more plant here. More power this whole multimedia facility. Aden Obi here. As I speak to you, I buy way our more position and now on many more thing, many more thing, many more Obi. They have imposed 8 new taxes on the people of this country within 7 months. 7 months, more imposing 8 taxes.
8 taxes, man.
8 taxes. That's matter how less amount because we are less amount. 8 taxes. Taxes in our grandmother and they doom so levy. Say Obi, o cost say fuel station. Say o koto fuel la. Now what to your tax and 4 CD 50 pesos. And they are different from all the other taxes, that's what I don't know. For Doomson, Doomson is someone would buy. Mona Modi Doomson about the CSO. You say Chianca 4 CD 50 pesos. It is a tofu or gallon, Makomako tenner, Obi, Tia 45 Ghana cedis, 34.5 million. A lot of burden. And what happens is that you name so my way, immediately you increase taxes, especially on fuel, according to prices. And then Komala Tejaso. The whole Ghana, baby bako pe na ope tomatoes ne brode ne enka niama in nuane ato ubenya no fo ewo on my way baby bako pe ofie market ewo manokrom last Saturday of every month. We are no free wa baby abeko bia beto tomatoes no mienu beto no be 20-30 cedis. Obi cement mobile be mu 42.5 hour cement. Obi 42.5 hours mobile say between 85 cedis and 90 cedis and 130 Ghana cedis. Aden you can't almost shut up. Don't talk. Cost of living a cost good complaining. Messi. Uda pekra me carry amen kasebium. Good complaining. GPRT you complaining. Abosio kai for complaining. Obi a complaining no why. Obi. Momo pepe muno. Mo pepe na so no. Much say dollar. Bako ye 10 cedi 47 pesos. Obi any Ghana how to be $10 10 cedi 47 pesos. Obi. Businessmen no $12 12 cedis ni 13 cedis. Na dia yakra ne say omo koso omo kotokro mu nya. And then Obi, let me tell you what is happening in this country, in the business community. Oko bank, that's a so tria ne supplier ka wa Turkey and China. A Turkey bank in 2 weeks and 3 weeks and so which me transfers kanako. And I want say, never be wa to we na say one more movie a ube tua warehouse and car e wo ho. Ba oko bank ni so mu ni forex no wo ho no ma transfer. Utumi call bank, so person transfer near call Malaysia, a go to their Canada bank and I can just only $1. Omo de enkomo dollar and come 10 cedi 47 pesos. But money dollar. Enti kona koto abochi ho. Na fa bromo. Na so much me transfer amount. Enti the business people are buying the dollar at 12 cedis, 13 cedis. That is why even though on paper dollar is 10 cedi 47 pesos, prices of goods are not going down. Obi, as I speak to you, it's as if say I buy no air running to economy. Social media economy ni FFF and the real economy na yenye ewu no and so different. Galamsey ekosro and then for the first time in the history of this country, black voter Danny Brown. I'm sure you've seen the videos. The black voter. Yes, I have the picture. So for Matt Jackson on share with you. The black voter is turning into Milo. That is the last. Maybe actually.
I've not seen that.
Oh, I'll show it to you.
Video, no?
I'll show it to you on Obi.
I've not seen that.
Obi, that is our last. A friend is saying. River, and as I'm gonna say, they say Blackwater River. So far, Yens Empire and Say Day, and can here. Obi, this is it. They wash it. If I talk kind of element to us, or can in term Namiru and Fidi Americano.
Okay, this Erastus Asaridon say this is the black voter at Bali in the solar district of the Savannah region. We've lost the integrity of almost all our water bodies to Galamsey. You know, the pictures now.
Obi, for the first time in the history of this country, who is the first name Galamsey? You need to make us say a black voter near a voter river in the end of India. For the first time, the black voter is gone. The black voter is gone. Honorable Mr.
Stop it.
What you say, Mr. Why? Obi, the upsurge in Galamsey, on my way who be that. Galamsey, yeah, who is here, river body, unity somewhere 2011. Illegal mining. A unity in somewhere in 2011 in this format under President Mills, the NDC government. In the Bayan and the Neku for the Babetuya. But what we are seeing today, Obi, never has it been seen at this scale in this country. To the extent that you have party boys dressed up in national security outfits going to lock forestry commission offices because they are fighting Galamsey. And then Upper Dencha East chairman to Galamsey in broad daylight. So they are forum board journalists in no. Upper Dencha East near NDC for no so back many are all buso genino. They couldn't speak because the NDC executive. Or because market center in the middle of market center Obi and the year to Galamsey. The Galamsey situation is worsening. You know why? Because the government, I have every reason to believe that the government is buying from the illegal miners. And then, when you say TikToker, you have Galamsey TV. Doctor, TikTok, there is Galamsey TV. Galamsey for the BA TikTok account. On the Galamsey TV. That is where they share all the Galamsey experience. And listen to this. The Galamseyers are saying that they are peeved with the government because government in Togo at 8,000 Ghana cedis, and that before the government set up the gold board to be the only buyers of gold, they were selling it at 12,000 and 13,000. And these Galamseyers are doing it boldly. Obviously, this is a TikTok account. They are saying it boldly and complaining, saying and then I buy Tom gold cheap. And you know why? What they say, Finance Minister Kai said, and they are buying more gold from small scale miners than from the large scale miners. What's this all kind?
Yeah.
Obi is the illegal.